Hey, my name is Regè-Jean and I am on Harper's Bazaar's Facebook Live.
Regè-Jean, tell us a little bit about Roots and your work on the series.
So, Roots is a reimagining of the original 1970s miniseries, which is hugely important, probably to your parents, possibly your older siblings, and it will be to you. I was massively patronizing to everyone over the age of 20 who's watching this, but you know, work with me here. And I have just played Chicken George in that miniseries. I didn't sound like this. I was different. And it's coming out in how many days' time? Like on Monday?
Yeah.
Today's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 4 days' time. 4 days until Roots is up in your life. And it's a whole thing, so prep yourself. And you'll be seeing a lot of my face on that. I lead the second 2 episodes. My buddy Malachi Kirby leads the first 2 episodes. He is your new Kunta Kinte. He is outstanding. He's, quite frankly, unbelievable. So this is some pretty unmissable television you got coming up.
Do you have any advice for our binge watchers out there who will be sitting down for 8 hours of
Kleenex?
TV?
For the most part, I'd say it's, I watched all 9 hours of the original Roots before I did the series, and it was tears on the hour, every hour. But they're not always terrible tears. There's moments of joy, there's moments of ecstasy. There are 2 weddings. It's life in microcosm, you know.
Tell us why you think making the remake is so important.
I think this reimagining of Roots is important because the first Roots made such a huge impact on our sense of self when it hit in the 1970s. It is so massively important to my parents, to all of my family friends, to the point where they were appalled when I got the part. They're like, hang on a second, this is actually like an important job and they should give that to a real actor. So stop this reggae. So it's when something is that important that my own family are on the verge of disowning me for approaching the thing, I think that that's worth passing on. And that's something that's had that much of an impact on our sense of identity that is so important to how we deal with the world we've created, with a world that still has, is built on institutions that are unfair, that are unjust, that are oppressive in various ways. We need to understand how that happened, why that happened, and how we can address that at its roots.
Has your family seen the show yet?
No.
Oh
man, you just reminded me of that. No, they're not.
When is that happening? Monday?
Nah, because they're in the UK. So I might just keep stum for a little while. You completely reminded me that I have to face that at some point. They have not seen it yet. I'm not sure when they're going to see it. As soon as I have a version that I can disseminate, I guess, when History are kind enough to give me a DVD or something, because we still use the old technology DVDs.
So old.
Yeah, I know, right? I might get it on VHS. As soon as I give it to them, I guess, so they might have to chase me down. I might hide on this side of the world for a while.
Will you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where did you grow up? Siblings, etc.?
I grew up kind of all over the place. I'm nominally British, but I spent my childhood in Harare in Zimbabwe. I have family in Australia, Sweden, South Africa, Grenada, Florida, and so you kind of get this very spread perspective on the world. And London. I moved to London as a teenager, and that's where I spend most of my time since.
We have a question from Yen about acting. Where did you go to school? Did you study acting? And how do you work with other actors?
Generously. You work with other actors generously. You turn up, you offer something, and you receive whatever it is they're offering back. And hopefully, if you do that for long enough, you end up with something that neither of you is predicting, neither of you is in control of, and that's the really sexy stuff. Where did I go to school? I went to school in North London, and then I wasn't going to be an actor for a while until I discovered the National Youth Theatre. Which is a hugely valuable resource that we've got in the UK. You basically get all the kids in the local youth theatres, and then you audition them, and then if you get in, all of the best kids are hanging out, and it's like, oh my god, all of these people take acting as seriously as I do. And then I was like, okay, I want to hang out in these rooms the rest of my life, and then I did that.
Yatsna wants to know, who is your favorite actress?
Ooh. I'm in my Peaky Blinders zone right now, so whenever I do favourites, it's never a permanent thing. I'm never going to put that flag down, but in this moment right now, Helen McCrory is rocking my universe. So I'm going to put that temporary flag down, and then next week I'll be in love again with someone else. I'm a fickle man.
Besides Chicken George, do you have a favourite role you've played so far?
Nah, George is far too close to my heart right now. He's still hanging around, and I've never had a role that was so big, so involving, and so rich. So it's stiff competition for that question for the rest of my career, I think. He's planted his flag at the top of the hill.
There you go. Okay, should we play Rapid Fire British Edition?
For a second I thought you said Rap and Fire British
Rap
Edition,
and
we're
Fire.
definitely not paying that, but Rapid Fire, yeah, let's go for it.
Rapid Fire British Edition. Okay. Dame Judi Dench or Dame Maggie Smith?
Ooh. See, you're trying to get me in trouble here. I'm not going to rapid fire like putting down between these two camps. Judi Dench because she cheats because she's in James Bond movies, and that kind of gives you an instant air of cool that people can't really compete with.
Mr. Bean or Fawlty Towers?
Mr. Bean, because as a classically trained actor, I studied clowning, and I think that Rowan Atkinson is one of the finest modern day clowns the world has ever seen.
Ab Fab or Downton Abbey?
Ab Fab.
Sean Connery as James Bond or Roger Moore as James Bond?
These are impressively deep Brit questions to find in the middle of Manhattan. Y'all did your research. This is impressive. Sorry, what was the question? I'm buying time and then shot myself in the foot because I forgot the question.
Sean Connery or Roger Moore as James Bond?
For reasons of sheer charm and humour, Mr. Moore.
Queen Elizabeth or Queen the Band?
Queen the Band. Queen the Band. Freddie Mercury rules all before him and always will.
The Rolling Stones or Led Zeppelin?
Zeppelin.
A cup of tea or a pint of ale?
Tea.
Spice Girls or One Direction?
Spice Girls. It's not even a question, people. I was impressed, I take it back.
John
It was a
Lennon.
desperate clutch of British culture.
John Lennon or Paul McCartney?
Lennon.
Soccer or rugby?
Soccer.
Naomi Campbell or Kate Moss?
Pass.
Pass. Oh, should I do that?
Very, very, very different things.
There you go. It's going to be causing quite a conversation in the office later. Prince George or Princess Charlotte? It's the last one you have to answer it.
As a proud Brit, we have a very proud tradition of being anti-authority, and I'm proud to say I'm not entirely sure who either of those people are.
That's
George
just
is the tiny new one, right?
No, Charlotte is younger than George.
Oh wow, cool. Not a royalist.
Sophia wants to know, what do you like about your character the most?
We're talking about George at this point, yes?
Yes, we're back to
George.
George.
I think his ambition, his absolute determination not to be defined by his circumstances. I think that is something inspiring, and it's what I connected to most, absolutely.
Leonard has another rapid fire question. The Beatles or
Okay.
AC/DC?
Totally depends what the flavour of your evening is. For life, Beatles. For a car ride down a really fast freeway, AC/DC.
We have two more, actually. Ice cream or frozen yogurt?
Froget.
UK or US?
That's my answer to that one.
Okay, I think that's it. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
I like the unpredictable rapid fires. That is fun, and you're very, very welcome.
Oh, you also got a marriage proposal, so...
Cool. You never know. When I've seen something other than the back of this phone, hey, maybe.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.